I was told there's no back up. Got this all in my veins, but I won't be a victim. Y'all been tripping, living life in restrictions. I might slip out and back up, but I won't be a victim.
I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up.
Is you thinking I'm jumping the leak in the lead? Immediately show up this evening and wait till you sleeping. Kick to the open, I'm scanning for motion. I'm just trying to make all my pockets obese. Don't want, I just want the Lucci. So me and all of my poochies can eat. For his loose change, take his boo thing out the PF chains and take him K, get a steak or something. Something looking at me like I'm opaque or something. Don't I look like Drake or something? Something better tell mankind Undertaker coming.
Back up,
I was told there's no back up. Got this all in my veins, but I won't be a victim. Y'all been tripping, living life in restrictions. I might slip out and back up, but I won't be a victim.
I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Come from off the top, the flow is hot, I got you shot. Come from off the top, you know I be smarter than smart. Come from off the top, the flow is hot, I got you shot. Come from off the top, come from off the top.
Can't keep up, you too slow.
Top.
You just watch, I control.
Top.
I take half, you not whole.
Top.
Got your mind, got your
Here's a
soul.
scenario, I'm in your area, this is your definitely. Turn up your stereo, get this jumping like Mario, now you ain't with me. You terrible, I might embarrass you right here in front of your whole family. Hot in Nigeria, this is the year of the beer, leave it here on a chair so they know we was here. Staring in fear like a deer when the car coming near in the middle of the road, bit of beer. You don't wanna rock with the man, hands off of the grands, counting up bands while I talk to the fans. Knew I could jam, but the top wasn't playing. Now everybody wanna be friends. How you? Said I'm just fine, in the right place, at the wrong time. Said I go crazy, out of my mind. And I think back when daddy wrote down that it might scrape and it might grind, but you work hard and it might shine. Let me slow down, switch the time and quit hiding.
Back up, 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 back up.
The famous We Love Houston sign just off Interstate 10. We're coming to you from the Toyota Center in the biggest city in the Lone Star State. Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. And tonight, we'll see the Houston Rockets as they go up against the Denver Nuggets. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Capella.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, James Harden is both famous and infamous with his skill at getting to the foul line. Some don't like it, but Harden says, free throws are a part of basketball. Either you're going to foul me or I'm going to score. Putting the pressure on the defense like that is tough. That's what makes a good player. Kevin, no lies told there.
Well, no doubt, David, he is one of the best. Thank you. And the guys up front may determine, Brent, the outcome tonight. What elements make for a fantastic front court?
Well, nowadays it's about skilled front court players, guys who have the ability to not only shoot it, but also dribble handoff, make decisions with the basketball to help open up and spread up your offense for your guards and your quicker players to slash and find those gaps.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Tucker and Capella are up front. And it's House in at the 3. The baseline J. And that one is good. And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets. Now the pass to Jokic. And that one drops for him.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
Here's Harden. And the layup's good off the glass.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Tone setting right here early. Love that tenacity.
And Harris wide open. He shoots off target from three-point range. Outside Westbrook. Makes it off the glass.
More power of Westbrook shown there. Not many guys can finish through contact like that.
Here's Millsap. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Westbrook, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Wide open look here for Murray. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
Well, if Murray can do that and become a threat from the three-point line, look out.
Here's Westbrook. Buries it down low. Westbrook's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up, GA. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Passes to Jokic. Harden against Harris. Here's Jokic. Another 3 for Denver.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Yeah, that's not an assignment that I want there, Kevin. I'd rather do math homework than to try and cover that guy.
And Harden comes to help. For 3, Harris. Another 3 for Denver.
Like that from Murray right there. When he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
And a chance to check out the stats for Harden. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. Averaging 39 points, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders. When he is in the game, a great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times.
And here is Murray after Gary Harris made that last three-pointer. Clock at 4. Millsap misses. Rockets trail by 3. Baseline try, and the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position, an effective scorer in that area.
Back to Harris. Millsap in the corner. Shoots over Tucker. Millsap misses.
And the D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Here's Westbrook. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Westbrook's got 6 points.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Westbrook with the steal. And it's the Rockets on the break. Westbrook's got the ball, and he converts the layup. 8 points for him. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Murray. Here's Jokic. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Well, a little bit of hustle, a little bit of energy. Jokic right now pounding the offensive glass and not quitting on these possessions.
Here's Westbrook. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. They trail by 3. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, and in that one, they were aggressive but also efficient. The exact balance you're looking to achieve.
Well, easy to be efficient, Greg, on nights like that when everybody has things going. Let's see if they're still in the rhythm tonight.
Well, a lot of players can get hot, but nobody can match Harden when he gets locked in. The way he can create space and drill shots from deep, really impossible to guard.
Jokic kicks to Harris, fires the three. Rebounded by Capella. And here are the Rockets. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. He gets it in there.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And with Harden, he not only gets hot for a game, but stays hot, Greg, for longer periods of time.
And you saw that last year with a streak of 30 and 40-point games. For weeks, he can dominate and really frustrate defenses, and there isn't anything you can do about it.
Harris outside. Back to Murray for three. It's rebounded by Houston.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Stolen by Westbrook. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Debate about who's the greatest, what you debate. I swear that it's always something. Guess what, I always want something. I swear that it's always something. Out there, want something. I gotta be condo, stacking my bread for the house next. They was you trying to shine. They do not have the amount yet. See, I come from a place don't usually amount. Loaded up houses across from the cities, exposing the food like the northern and southern. Because society running in your mothers. Cause they under your covers, there's no one to covers that's pointing at you. They running for cover, the news ain't gon' cover, there's nothing to cover when each other to deal with each other, but dealing to others, dealing with the facts, make it wonder who gon' have my back when it's going thunder. He gon' take the cook and make it, ain't no thinking twice.
And we've got a chance now to get caught up on how the standings are looking in the West as we make the push through midseason. Taking a look at Denver. They're sitting pretty, second place, and looking to take the top spot. And, of course, the Rockets, a couple spots below.
And when I look at Denver, they've got their sights set pretty darn high right now. After what they've done this season, their goal is nothing short of a title.
A massive amount of confidence, tremendous swagger with this team, and they believe in themselves. That might be all it takes to get them where they want to go.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And Murray, here we go. Drops in the layup for 2. Murray's got 8.
Surprising quickness. Murray bearing his head down and just sprinting to the rack.
Westbrook, and the dunk by Westbrook.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Murray. He's coming off a 13-point game against Sacramento.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
Now here's Westbrook following the miss by Jamal Murray.
Well, the defense respecting the shot right there, and that creates a lane for him to drive right through. That's his game.
The Nuggets trail by 14, and the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. Houston making some changes. Cephalosha comes in for Danuel House, and it's Ben McLemore in for James Harden. And a switcher also for Denver. Craig's checked in. Now here's Murray. He's got 8. From downtown, Not going to go that time. And Houston the other way now. Last game against the Nuggets, they lost in the Mile High City.
Well, I mean, they lost their last matchup with this team, and foul trouble really plagued them throughout the game.
Yeah, they had a few important guys sitting there on the bench at a time when they really could have used them on the floor. They have to play much more in control here tonight.
Well, one thing that Nuggets fans can rest easy on is this team has its core in place.
No doubt about that. There's a lot to like about the future of the Denver Nuggets with Jokic at that center position and the huge extension signed this offseason by Jamal Murray. That's a fantastic duo between your 5 and your point guard to build on.
And it's good, 2 points.
He scores in so many different ways, but most of them have to do with attack mode and aggressiveness.
Murray for 3. It's rebounded by McLemore. Houston leading by 11. For Murray. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. Craig, good.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Westbrook with the bucket.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Harris outside. Pass to Millsap. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Jokic. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Capella's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
And that one drops. And that's now 30 points for Russell Westbrook.
So it's funny, when Russell slows down, he gets a little more crafty with his moves and his pacing, leaving the defense right there helpless.
Denver calls timeout. Brent, the moving screen is one of those very difficult judgment calls, isn't it?
It's a tough one, Kevin, but what you look for all the time in replays when you see that call, it's almost like the salsa. I'm looking at the hips and the feet. If the feet are too wide, and Kevin Garnett was the biggest problematic moving screen setter that I ever saw, being 6'11" and spreading out those sticks of his. But if the feet go wider than the shoulder, impossible. And then the hip move as the defender is moving around the screener, just enough of a nudge for him not to be able to catch up.
Yes.
Those are the ones where the referees, I think, are most in tune to in order to blow the whistle.
Houston making some changes. Tyson Chandler is checked in for P.J. Tucker, and it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Big group substitution here for Denver. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. Beasley's checked in for Gary Harris. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray. Bounce pass from Morris. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Craig, covered by Cephalosha. Houston leading by 13. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And now we go to the 2K leaderboard. What a season it's been for these teams on the offensive glass. The Rockets 4th.
And just having a terrific year on the offensive glass, it's because everybody buys in. Not just the big men, but even the guards are getting in on the act.
Free throw good, Cephalosha.
Well, Cephalosha has really carved out a nice role for himself in the NBA. A very important role player, definitely known for his lockdown defense.
Cephalosha hits both of them. The Nuggets trail by 15. Pass to Plumlee. Here's Craig. Grant outside. Inside. Craig, good. Craig's got his second basket of the game.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
They get the rebound, Capella, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
As much as you have to admire his burst and force, I think Plumlee's aggressiveness on that play, the impressive part.
Got that one up quick. Capella's got his second basket of the night.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Beasley outside. The Rockets pull it in.
Now, I'll be honest, I thought there's no way that he's missing that close. That's a bunny. Give it up for the aggressive defense, Kevin.
Shoots from the baseline, and Rivers with the basket on the assist from Capella.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Now, here is Morris. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. 17-point game. Clock at 6. Grant kicks to Beasley. From deep three-point range.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Shots good by McLemore. And the Rockets lead by 19.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Now here's Beasley. 11 points for him in that last game against Sacramento. 17 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's McLemore. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
Where was the D on that one? Just too easy.
Now Morris. From deep. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for the Houston Rockets. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick, turned star in the league, talks about what the game means to him.
Basketball, like passion, love. Like that is the thing I play. Like when I know 4, 6, 7 years old, I don't know. Like basketball is always in my life. That like I think it's passion. I think it's passion.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. And for the Rockets here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Houston, we've got Chandler. Clint Capella is out there with Cephalosha. Then it's Ben McLemore. And it's Rivers in at the point guard. And Morris has got the ball here for Denver. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Beasley with a clean look. And again, it's Denver. Rockets leading by 19 points.
That was a terrific sophomore season for Monte Morris. One of the best assist-to-turnover ratio guys in the league. The former Iowa State Cyclone got a lot of rotation minutes and was huge in the playoffs as he came in as a spark plug off the bench.
And he comes up with the deuce. The Rockets have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Elbow shot is on the way. Here's Chandler. That shot no good. Some solid defense from Grant. Beasley, the pass to Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And for Morris, Brent, a great success story on a two-way contract player.
Yeah, you got to give credit to the Nuggets in the way that they operated their G League team and the way that Monte Morris was able to develop with a lot of minutes there and then come in and be an impact player. More and more teams being conscientious of how they're using the G League. Monte Morris, a success story from that sort of production.
That's good from McLemore on the assist by Rivers. Rivers has got his third assist on the night. The Nuggets trail by 19. Beasley, the pass to Grant. Back to Beasley. Here's Craig. Off target with his three.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Chandler scanning the floor. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And a boon it was for the Rockets to be able to keep Clint Capella. A great fit with the team and gives them exactly what they need on the interior.
Daniel House has checked in for the Rockets. James Harden comes in for Ben McLemore.
One shot.
And that one misses. And Greg Capella, who was taken near the end of the first round back in 2014 in the draft, has developed well during his time with Houston.
And Capella's game has really taken off in the last few seasons. He looks to be a double-double machine for this team for the next handful of years, and that is exactly what they need.
Denver's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Houston making a switch here. Tucker's checked in. And here's a look at some numbers for Harden.
And he's gotten very shaky at the foul line in the last 5 games. Compared to his numbers through the rest of the season, I know he's frustrated and he'll be desperate to get it turned around here tonight.
Beasley for 3. Drills it from outside. Beasley's got 5 points in the quarter.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Harden's shot is off. The Nuggets trail by 20. And Capella sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. The Nuggets making a switch here. Murray's checked in. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Back to Barton. Shot clock at 5. The wide open look for Plumlee. Here's Beasley. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Beasley's got 7 points.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Outside for Murray. A three-pointer off the mark. Houston leading by 18. Here's Harden. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Unreal.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Denver, they've gone 7-13 for the field since the start of the second. Plumlee in the high post. Beasley for three. Rebound by Tucker's got 4-3 on this one. Here's House. Tries again. It's laid in by Harden. He's got 12.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Down low, here's Murray. A beautiful reverse layup.
Meeting the defense with a tenacious will to score. Murray giving you that effort.
Rivers, no good on the three. The Nuggets trail by 20 to the paint. And it's Murray, that time on the assist by Beasley. 17 points for Jamal Murray.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. That will be their second of this 5-game road trip.
The good old catch-and-shoot jumper there. Murray quickly getting these shots up and over the defense.
The shot by House is no good.
Well, Coach Mike Malone has grown up with this young Nuggets team. He says that he believes in the youth of this team.
Well, the future is so bright for the Denver Nuggets, and really where you have to give Mike Malone a ton of credit is when they made the decision between their two bigs, Jokic and Nurkic, sticking with Jokic and then changing their entire offensive style to play from a point center position. It has paid huge dividends.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 12.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Here's Beasley. And Capella sends it back. Shoots over Barton. Again, the Rockets score.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
To the middle, here's Murray. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
And while Murray is known, Brent, for his outside shooting, he's very strong with his in-between game as well.
Yeah, he's got a lot of options offensively and getting more and more in contact with Jokic on those high screen and rolls. Devastating, Kevin, when he gets to that left hand, gets around the free throw line and shoots that high floater. There are nights where he does tons of damage with that.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Brent, so many state-of-the-art arenas being built. Which feature do you think is most important?
Oh, the hot dog machine. What are we doing,
popcorn, right?
And the popcorn, what else,
and
Kevin?
then the popcorn.
Yeah,
right there.
Nachos?
I love nachos.
Okay.
You love nachos.
What else? I mean, what else could we go with there?
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yeah,
that's
right?
a big one.
Because when you've done with all that other stuff, you've got to somehow kind of coat your stomach.
Yep.
You
Was
don't
this
feel
basketball related, or did we go somewhere else
all
with
a part of the whole conversation.
I think we covered it.
And let's take this chance now to look at the real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. Here are the league's leading scorers. James Harden, number 1.
And all you have to do is point to his name at the top of that list. Does that tell the story well enough or what? What a season.
Free throw good, Murray.
Man, what a luxury if Murray can play both guard positions, a perfect blend of shrewd passing and some fearless shooting.
Here's Westbrook. He can't get that one. And the Nuggets going the other way. Harris kicks to Murray. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after it. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. The Nuggets trail by 18. Murray, the pass to Barton. The three. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Here's Barton. Good work defensively by Capella. Rockets leading by 18. Baseline J on the way. And Harden with the basket on the assist from Capella. Capella's got 3 assists tonight. For the Houston Rockets, they come into tonight following a loss to the Pelicans. Harris kicks to Murray. Knocked loose. Stolen by Harden. Here's Westbrook. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
Russell getting to the rim, one of my favorite things to watch the entire season.
Here's Murray, who's got 23. Floats one up. It's good. Murray's got 12 now in this quarter.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
That one drops for him.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
The Nuggets shooting 48% on their attempts here in quarter number 2. And then Murray with the jam.
Murray right now just on a roll, scoring at will on the offensive end.
And the basket by Harden. Harden's got 20 points.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Outside Millsap. Here's Harris. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's Harden. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does.
Harris outside. There's the pass to Millsap. Jokic with it. Shoots over Capella. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
And a chance here to take a look at the numbers for Jamal Murray. He's putting up about 17 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up. Fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
And the shot goes in.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
On the wing, Harris. And it comes off the front of the rim.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there. And good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
To the inside, here's Millsap, and Millsap slams it in.
And Millsap really getting up for that one. Love the aggressiveness.
Westbrook way outside. Denver grabs the miss. And Murray, here we go. And it's Murray with the jam.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Barton, wide open, he fires. No good on the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Great block from Millsap, sending that one back.
And Barton gets it to go on the assist from Harris. Harris has got 4 assists in the game.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
And Harden comes to help. Passes it to Millsap. Barton outside. Back to Millsap. And Capella sends it back. Here's Westbrook. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Westbrook's got 36. It would take a major comeback for them to get back into this game.
And the chances of that happening don't look good.
Murray, the pass to Millsap. That one doesn't go. And Houston the other way now. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. A baseline J, and Westbrook gets it to go. Westbrook's got 38 points.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got his 6th rebound on the night. For 3, Westbrook. Here's House. Good, nice job down low. House has got 8 points.
A hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
And so it's the Houston Rockets, rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Mike Malone. Things got away from you guys in the first half. What happened out there?
Transition baskets, offensive rebounds, 2 of the areas that we knew coming into this game that we had to control. There's no sense of urgency right now. We're just shooting the ball. We're waiting to get back, and they're getting easy runouts.
A lot to clean up, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Boy, a lot of energy in this arena tonight. The hometown fans getting after it. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaquille O'Neal's here. So is Kenny the Jet Smith. There was no stopping Russell Westbrook in the first half. He had 38 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 steals. He had a very shaky performance in their last game, but it has not affected him at all tonight. What a tremendous first half he played. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
So Westbrook, talk about a guy who does everything for his team. He's the catalyst on offense, a ferocious finisher. Then defensively, he has all the tools to disrupt anything you do on the offensive end.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. So on the floor for Denver, the backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Barton in at the 3, the small forward.
Yeah, you can't leave people open around Jokic, and the offense is set up to have cutters and movement. They'll take advantage of the defense if they sleep.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And they pick up 2. Harris has got his second bucket tonight.
Terrific work inside from Gary Harris. Not used to saying that. Does a fantastic job of backing down the defense and putting his will on his shoulders. And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
For Denver, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Stolen by Westbrook. And the shot goes in. Westbrook's got 42 in the game.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
Back to Murray. Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Pass to Barton. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And Will Barton looks comfortable there down on the inside with the shot.
Brent, on both ends of the floor, Will Barton is an effective spark plug for this team.
Yeah, he can fire you up out there, Kevin. He can do some things, obviously, defensively to get the team going and igniting the fast break. And then offensively, I know Mike Malone might not agree with all of the choices from Will Barton, but when he gets it going, it's an extra spark for this Nuggets squad.
That free throw good from Barton.
6'6", 175. That's one wily athlete. Will Barton, tough to guard, given his height and his speed.
Here's Westbrook. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Westbrook's got 44.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Murray, good.
Well, the rest of the team has looked pretty bad tonight, but he's done a fantastic job of scoring the ball and carrying the load on offense.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
Westbrook going up against anybody now. I don't think right now he's seeing any defense, Kevin.
And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Barton outside. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
The shot's good from Westbrook.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Shoots over Capella. Rebounded by Capella. Rockets have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Offensive rebound, Tucker. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
And if there was ever a definition of a glue guy, Greg, it would be P.J. Tucker. He's so valuable to his team.
You know, PJ gives you production in every way, and his impact really goes beyond the stats. All the little things that coaches want their players to do, that's really the motto of Tucker's game.
If you were commissioner, Brent, of the NBA, would you add or alter any rules right now?
Wow. First of all, I think you get to fly on a really nice plane wherever you're going, and you get to go to any game you want to.
Yes.
So sign me up
with
for that job.
With courtside seats, by the way, too.
Add or alter any NBA rules. I think the game is in a pretty good place right now, Kevin. And there's not much that I think is out there for us to change.
It seems like All-Star Weekend and the length of the season seems to be two pretty prominent things that continually come up.
Yeah, and as far as the question, I guess my head was going to things that are on the floor.
I was thinking that too, but I couldn't think of anything that really...
On the floor, it's tough to figure out something that could be adjusted, and I know Adam Silver and David Stern before him, all of their concern mostly is about the optics of the game.
Yes.
And right now, it's in a pretty good spot.
It's very pleasing to watch, there's no doubt. So it's the Rockets now, following the miss by Jamal Murray. And that one's good. House.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Jokic, no good. On offense, here are the Rockets. They're on a 16-7 run. Again, the Rockets score.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
To the paint. And Beasley gets it to go on the assist by Murray. 9 points for Beasley.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Here's Harden. The shot missing. Excellent D there from Beasley. Outside Millsap. Back to Beasley. Three-pointer, Barton. Good on the three-point shot. Barton's got 9.
Off-season work and shooting the basketball paying off for Barton there. This guy you have to keep your eye on if he gets the ball around the arc.
Harden's shot is good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Now here's Barton. 9 points in the game so far. For 3, Beasley. It's rebounded by Houston. Tucker's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Harden, no good. Capella, whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Yeah, those are tough. You get back into the game by working harder than the other team, not the other way around. They're just going to extend this lead.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Cephalosha comes in for Danuel House. And McLemore subbed in for James Harden. Free throw no good for Capella. Well, you talk about solid role players, Brent. Mason Plumlee fits the bill.
Does such a great job consistently of coming in, being a physical player, setting screens and rolling. Probably an underrated part of his game is the way that he passes the ball, but never is going to get your team out of sorts with the way that Mason can play within his role.
Chandler's shot, good.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Murray, the pass to Plumlee. To the middle. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 8.
That's where Plumlee operates best. The closer to the basket, the better chance he has of converting.
Timeout called, the Rockets. And Brent, while he's mostly a 3 and D type player, Malik Beasley is improving in other areas as well.
Yeah, it's interesting noticing the passing and how that has improved. It's a nice wrinkle to Malik Beasley's game, who really coming into the league was all about force, getting the ball, straight line drives, attacking the defense, rising up, trying to dunk on guys. His ability to slow down and see the floor is going to help enhance what he can do offensively.
Clark, he's checked in for Houston. And Denver also making a switch. Morris is checked in for Murray. Houston's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Here's Rivers, and he lays it straight in. Rivers has got 7 points.
That's what you get with a bigger guard, a guy that can carve out a little bit more space, and Rivers does a good job that time.
Yep, that one goes.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Morris has gone 3 of 6 shooting from the field, 50% so far. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 4th rebound in this one. Craig passes to Beasley. Pass to Plumlee. Down low, Grant lays it up off the glass.
Grant at 6'9", using that length right there. A nice soft touch in close to the rim.
And the dunk by McLemore.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Yeah, he's averaging 80% from the line, and he has been as steady as they come at the stripe.
That free throw good for McLemore. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. The pass to Craig. Beasley outside. Out to Morris. Just 4 to shoot. Chandler with the rebound. Rocket shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a clinic offensively. And there it is for them.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Now, here is Morris. 6 points for him. Passes it to Beasley. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Beasley's got 11 points.
Oh, how pretty was that? Used the rim to protect the ball perfectly.
Chandler, no good. Chandler's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Beasley, the pass to Grant. It's good. Grant's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's Rivers. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. And there's the feed to Morris. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Now here's McLemore outside. Second shot opportunity, and it's sent back by Plumlee.
Showing good shot blocking skills at times. Plumlee gets all of that one.
And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Plumlee with it. 8 points for him. Morris inside. He's guarded by Rivers. Basket counts. 10 points for him.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Clark for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Morris kicks to Plumlee. Pass to Craig. Grant outside. Lets it go with a 3. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Here's what the Houston Rockets schedule looks like. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Wednesday, they'll head out on the road to face the Hawks in Atlanta.
And for that matchup with the Thunder, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick'em game, depending on how they play. And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
Beasley left side. Off target from outside.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's Morris after Austin Rivers' score. Inside, looking to end the run, and Morris with the lay-in. Morris has got 8 points.
Well, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That's his first.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
I just don't see how you climb back into the game when you're allowing plays like that to happen. Extra work on the offensive glass.
Russell Westbrook in for the Rockets. And a switcher also for Denver. Gary Harris, who's checked in for Beasley. And that one falls for Clark. 1:21 left to play here in the third. Morris against Westbrook. Baseline jumper. They get it back. but they recover it. Back to Morris. 6 to shoot. Craig can't get it to go. Houston's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Shots good by McLemore.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Westbrook against Morris. To the middle, 9 feet out, and Harris gets it to go on the assist by Morris. And that's now 7 points for Gary Harris. Here's Westbrook. Good, that's another bucket.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Denver shooting a hot 57% from the field in the third. Floats one, and there's the play by Morris inside. 10 points for him.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Timeout called the Rockets.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team, Greg.
PJ Tucker, he's checked in for Clark.
PJ Tucker.
Morris has gotten half of his 10 shots to fall. 5 makes from the field so far. And good, he hits it again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. For the 3. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Here's Cephalosha. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Well, interesting to see Cephalosha getting involved in the offense this time.
And so it's the Houston Rockets with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. They have been excellent at both ends of the floor. The scoreboard showing what a complete performance this has been. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Chandler out there with Cephalosha. Then there's Russell Westbrook, and it's Hartenstein in its center. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Yeah, I don't think he even sees a taller defender out there, just a gifted scorer.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. GA drafted after only playing 3 games at the University of Missouri. A lot of people probably hadn't seen Michael Porter Jr. play basketball. But with that in mind, describe his game for us now.
Kevin, at 6'10", he's a fluid athlete with tremendous shot-making ability. He grew up one of 7 kids, homeschooled. They all played ball.
Take a break.
He's had a basketball in his hands from a very young age, and you can see it in his approach.
First free throw is good. And after essentially a redshirt rookie year with the Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr., the 14th pick in the 2018 draft, is back in action.
Could be a huge addition. Remember, Porter was projected as a top 2 pick entering his freshman season at Missouri. If he can stay healthy, you're adding an elite talent to your rotation.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And obviously some good players have taken less money for a chance at a winning championship situation. That's made some rich teams even better.
Well, you have to appreciate a player in that regard, thinking that the financial gains that he could have somewhere else and playing for a team that's not capable of doing what it is that you're trying to do, and that's win a championship, that they've decided, look, it's not about that for me. What it is about the experience of being around a team that elevates itself to being the best team in the league. And if you're fortunate enough at the highest level, Kevin, as a basketball player, to be around a championship, that experience sticks with you for a lifetime. So you do appreciate guys looking for those opportunities to be around a championship.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Yeah, a former 5-star recruit. We know about the talent level with Porter, but he's also a mature, hard-working guy.
Frazier, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Paul Millsap is checked in for the Nuggets. He's perfect from the line this time. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Out of bounds, Denver takes possession.
And that's just a risky play. To make a heave like that, not worth it.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Nuggets. Outside Millsap. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. Now, here's Porter. Puts up a 3. Millsap misses.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Shoots. And that one is good from Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got his first 2 points. The Nuggets shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Morris outside, down low. Millsap, he scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Maybe the halftime break was good for him, allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
Sinks the triple.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Craig, good. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Frazier. Again, the Rockets score. Here's Morris. And the contract structure for NBA first-rounders, 2 years guaranteed, 2 years of team options, qualifying offer. Brent, should we consider changing that up?
I think it's working pretty well, Kevin. I think every front office is out there trying to find players out there that are giving you value beyond your contract. And that happens a lot when you're a team that has a first-round pick, 1 through 10, 1 through 20, and you hit on a draft choice. You potentially could get 3 years, and sometimes 4, when you have incredible players coming into the league as their first year, changing franchises around. But a player that's providing way more value than the contract that they're getting at that time. So I don't see that changing much. It gives teams a long enough time to evaluate the talent coming in.
Seems to be working.
It does. And the players that prove it are looking at the calendar saying, could I fast forward 3 years? Because I really like to cash in on what I'm doing for you.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Well, Paul Millsap continues to work hard and continues to be an example of hard work paying off.
Murray's checked in for Torrey Craig. Morris outside. Porter outside. Drills the three-pointer. Porter's got 7 points for the quarter.
Pretty much not a player in the league is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
It's rebounded by Paul Millsap. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And the wide-open shot from Morris. And it's off from three-point range. To the wing right side. Here's Frazier. From down in the low post, it goes.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Murray surveying the D. Now here's Millsap. He's covered closely. Murray kicks to Morris. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. And there's Murray on the assist by Morris. 37 points for Jamal Murray.
I mean, he is bringing his game, guys. Another jumper from distance.
Hartenstein. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
A little mid-ranger is going to be an easy shot for him when he's got that much of a size advantage.
And Millsap slams it in.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Pass to Porter. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
Timeout called, the Rockets. Brent, we have seen some players refuse to speak to the media. For whatever reason, where should that line be drawn?
Well, there is a role and a responsibility, I think, of every player in the league, Kevin, given that it's an entertainment industry and that people have jobs around this league to tell stories, to have access to those players. Now, every player doesn't want to talk or get into certain things, but their availability should be made and people should have access to them. Look, I don't want to take out the trash every Tuesday, but I understand I got to do it at home. Right. And so players have a responsibility to their franchise to be a voice at times.
I always thought you were terrific with the media.
Well, I appreciate that, Kevin. Maybe that's how I got this job.
Rockets have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. Left side, Chandler. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Here's Murray, and he banks in the layup. Murray's got 39.
And Murray showing it all here, an exceptional player attacking while he's in the open floor.
Here's Clemens, drills the baseline jumper.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, Kevin. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Here's Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And good that time. And Morris has got the ball here for the Nuggets. A floater. Rebounded by Cephalosha. Cephalosha's got 5 rebounds tonight. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. When people talk about a player's mileage limit, do you think total games is the most accurate assessment in that?
I don't think so, Kevin.
What is it?
It's the amount of minutes that the players play.
Yeah.
I mean, there are plenty of studies out there that teams are digging around on that when players reach. And trust me, they got to be lucky, but you're talking 35,000, 40,000 minutes in the league, that the body is just not capable at that point of replicating the things that it's done year in and year out. So forget about the games. Go to total minutes played. That's where you'll find the biggest fall off for some of your favorite players that have amused and entertained you for years.
Interesting. And the Rockets making a change here. Rivers checked in. The Nuggets also changing it up. Vanderbilt's checked in. And it's Malik Beasley in for Morris. So he picks up just one from the line that time.
Chandler has some experience, but still can be very impactful on the defensive end of the floor.
Trains it from beyond the arc.
He's going to punish you, Kevin, if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Rivers can't get it to go. Denver's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Porter, no luck.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Here's Frazier. From outside, off the mark. Here's Beasley. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest, 7 for 15 from the floor.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
And it goes down 2 points. Nuggets shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. To the inside. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got assist number 11 for him here tonight.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Beasley against Rivers. Here's Murray. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Houston's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And the Rockets making a change here. Clark's checked in. Goes up from the top of the key. Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession.
Rockets ball.
Three from the inbound.
Well, there's some length from Murray as a guard there as he helps out on defense and pesters the shooter.
And Beasley, here we go. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
And here is Murray. Launches it, and Beasley gets it to go on the assist by Murray. Beasley's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Nuggets. Rockets shooting fairly well in the fourth, around 48%. The 15-footer, and a little luck that time, but it drops.
Nice piece of work there. Get yourself a little space and pull the trigger.
Murray right side. And there's the pass to Beasley. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
Of all the action happening there, Kevin, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Here's Clark. Pass to Frazier. Over Porter. A nice shot by Frazier.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now here's Murray. Here's Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Pass to Rivers. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And what a journey it's been for Austin Rivers since being drafted 10th overall back in 2012. Looked like he might not have what it takes to be an NBA player early, but he persevered and is now an integral part of this group.
And he makes the first. And with Rivers, he's never given up on himself and continued to add to his game, even, Greg, as he's gone from team to team.
You know, he's shown that he can function as either the point or off guard and still give great production from either spot. And as he grows older, you could see him being a top-level sixth man for the rest of his career.
Rivers hits both of them. It's tough to get a unified feel on who the league MVP is. Which element, when you're looking at the MVP, matters most to you?
If we talk about that, Kevin, I always think about the MVP ends up being the guy that helps you get 6 to 8 unexpected wins. That's who I look to. So in this past season, what it was that Giannis did, not only with Coach Budenholzer coming in to Milwaukee, the stylistic change that they went through, and then the shouldered responsibility of Giannis to be the initiator to that much change in one season. That's why last year I feel like he was the most valuable player in the league. Even though eye-popping numbers were coming out of Houston, again with James Harden, I go back to Giannis and that massive amount of change and him being the guy that shouldered it all.
That's a great answer. Here's Clark. Good on the baseline, Jay.
And now he's gone streaking where 1 leads to 2, which leads to 3. That's big trouble for the defense.
To the paint, here's Plumlee.
Oh!
Yes, sir.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Rivers can't get it to go. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. Dishes it to Murray. It's deflected. Here's the 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Beasley's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Rockets.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Russell Westbrook.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum. Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And Denver has possession following the score by Houston. That one falls.
Timeout.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Timeout called the Rockets. They're up by 25. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
I got everybody talking like a group chat. They was sleeping on that boy like it. I make everybody fall off. Handle life all black like I'm Batman. Dribble too much, ooh, who is that, man? Put your name and your niggas on a hashtag. This too easy, it's like shooting on a trash can. Watch you do broken really well, swear I had no conscience. She read that right, black and color. Always hit the target, but it's
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. 7-second difference, shot and game clock.
Rockets foul call. Clemens. That's his first personal foul.
.29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And here's Morris for three. Another three for Denver.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Asta Hernan Gomez. Count it.
That's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
Yeah, how do you let him get a lounge chair down there and be comfortable in the paint like that?
Here's Clemens. No good. So we see Houston taking the W here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Russell. We often are told that the first game at home after a long road trip is like the last game of the road trip. How important was getting this win here?
It was huge, man. Coming off the loss last night, a tough one, and it was a great win for us. Got back in front of our home crowd, and we played great.
We'll see if the home cooking can keep you going. Thanks, Russell.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.